Hello, my friends. I'm back to give you an example, and this should conclude this little series on how to do this sort of trading. I'm looking at the chart for Litecoin, and I just want to refresh your memory on the channels here. I had one at 0.02 to 0.01. We're thinking that's a channel. I'm expecting this to bounce back. It's gone under, right? And I want to talk about this little situation down here. So let me get rid of that and go to another page. If I can get there. I think I can. Okay, so here's our example. So in December 7th, 2017, we had an amazing day for Bitcoin. You can see the rise here. I've got the price of Bitcoin from December 6th to December 8th, going from, I don't know, close to 12,000 up to over 18,000 on some indices. I think it was even trading for like 19,500, maybe on GDAX. I heard that. Anyway, we'll say 18,000. Right, since then it's come down and recovered a little bit. Okay, so during that time, I was actually watching Litecoin and the ratio. So here we have the ratio. Here it's at 0.009, so it's dipped below that 0.01, and then the ratio just crashes. Now, you'll notice here's the price of Litecoin. Price of Litecoin isn't changing, so why is the ratio crashing? Well, the ratio is crashing because Bitcoin's going to the moon. So if you have one coin steady and the other one going to the moon, and it's Bitcoin, then the ratio is going to fall, right? And so I had a decision to make. I actually had just recently bought some Bitcoin, and I also had some Litecoin, right? And so we'll just analyze what took place and what I ended up doing. Okay, so the ratio's dropping. My emotions are saying, you know what, you need to be in Bitcoin. Like this, like who knows when it's going to stop. You can jump in there and jump out maybe. That's what I was thinking. So, and then I was thinking, I should just sell the Litecoin. It's just like, look at the price. It's not going anywhere. The ratio is crashing. Maybe there's a new channel. And so I had a decision to make, and I didn't. What I should be doing is selling the Bitcoin and putting it in Litecoin. That's what the ratio is telling me to do, right? I didn't do it, right? But my emotion was telling me I should sell the Litecoin and put it into Bitcoin. It was telling me the opposite of what I should do. And what I ended up doing is I looked back on the Litecoin chart. Now let me see if I can dig that up. Yeah, looking back here, here's the ratio of Litecoin, and this is so low. It hasn't been this low. It wasn't this low since it was like February. So that's extremely low. And so if there's a relationship between Litecoin and Bitcoin, then you don't, like, it kind of stays in a channel. You could think of it this way. If Bitcoin's going up, it's going to drag little brother Litecoin along with it. And so anyway, let's just look at the what if possible scenario. Okay, so we're at 0.09 is, where I got it in. And this thing fell down to below 0.06, but we'll just say 0.06, and since then it's gone up back to 0.009, right? So it's done a little valley, hill to valley, and so we have 0.1 of the coins drops down, so I divide it by the 0.006, and I would have 16 Litecoins if I had traded at the bottom. It goes back up to the top, so I multiply it by the 0.009, and that would leave me with 0.15 Bitcoins. So my Bitcoin count is converted, it is increased by 50%. Pretty amazing. So, you know, if you think about it, if you had 2 Bitcoins and you switched them into Litecoin and then wrote them back and just switched out back into Bitcoin, you would have increased by 50%. You would have got a free Bitcoin, right? No, you didn't have to add any new money to it. Okay, pretty incredible. But also, let's take a look at the finances of this. So when I started, 0.1 of Bitcoin is $1,155, right? It dips down, right? At that point in time, when it's dipping down, let me show you. When it's dipping, the ratio is dipping down, not Bitcoin. The ratio is dipping down. The ratio is dipping down because Bitcoin's going up. Well, Bitcoin's going up, would have gone up to 1,700, right? So I switch into Litecoin, that's pretty well 18 Litecoins, right? And then a couple of days later, it's back up, and the price on December 9th was like $130. So that resulted in 2,300 worth of Bitcoin, 0.16. Okay, so my gains are doubling. That little one-day drop and rise again resulted in a gain of 100% in my money. Okay, so just absolutely astounding, and that the indicators of what to do there is based on this ratio. So just a couple of notes. What I found looking at traders is a lot of them like to collect coins, and a lot of them are increasing their overall profits, but I don't think they realize that it's like an increase in their coin count. I would hope most of them do, but some of them don't. They're trying to just catch a rise, and but when you leave them in coins, you can increase the coin count. And so the other thing to note is that it's very effective to have your money in Bitcoin, right? So you have a bunch of Bitcoins, and then you're going off and buying some other coins in order to do these little trades, but you're mainly keeping your coins in Bitcoin, or, well, we'll say Bitcoin. The next thing, the ratio told me what to do in this trade, right? So we could see the ratio dropping. We knew that when it had dropped, it hadn't been that low in ages, and so that was a really low price. Now, the reason why I say that is because if you look at the price of Litecoin, you wouldn't know. Like, why would you be selling Bitcoin at the top and putting it in Litecoin, right? Litecoin had just recently gone up to 100, so that was pretty high on Litecoin. So there'd be no indication from looking at the price chart that you should be putting it into Litecoin. But the ratio, you can see, is extremely low. And if it's acting as a pair, then it does make sense. Okay, and so finally, just a little bit about emotion. So this trade is against emotion because Bitcoin was going up and up and up. Okay, and at that point, I seriously considered selling some of my Litecoin to get more Bitcoin, right? And so it was the ratio that told me not to do that, right? The ratio was also telling me, hey, you've got some Bitcoin, sell it. Now, I didn't follow the advice of the ratio. I didn't sell it. I just kept the Bitcoin, and that's okay, So anyway, I would say that this ratio pairs trading, my conclusion is that it works. And the results are really quite astounding. Here is a 2 days, and your money is doubled. Your coin count is increased by 50%. So what more could you ask than that? Thank you for hearing me out.